What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more U2. And indeed, I wanted to give a big shout out to all the people who commented when I was asking whether I should go through some of the bonus tunes for the Unforgettable Fire or move on to the Joshua Tree, and the overwhelming opinion was that I should keep going with the proper albums and go on to the Joshua Tree, though there were a few people who said that there'd be some bonus tracks worth listening to, including in particular, it seemed like a number of people mentioned Love Comes Tumbling, so again, I'll circle back and I'll go through all the bonus tunes, certainly all those that people deem worth hearing, and again, big shout out to both the Adams for sharing U2 with me, and indeed I've been sort of randomly jumping back and forth in terms of albums and songs, getting them from the two folks who've been sharing U2 with me, and indeed part of that is I just want to make sure I'm utilizing like everything that people are sharing with me so that no one feels like, they just put stuff out there. And again, there's some deep dives where people have shared material with me that I haven't started yet, so it's an ongoing process with everything. But I did want to give a shout out to both Adams for sharing U2. So we're on to the Joshua Tree, 1987. Now I'm from California. I'm not so much a like outdoors hiking type, though in the 90s I did go to a number of desert parties that were like way out in the desert. You had to essentially hike to where the venue was. Nevertheless, I'm aware Joshua Tree is like a nature like area. I think perhaps a specific reference when it comes to the Joshua Tree, but I don't know about it personally. So if this is related to that, then I don't have any context. And if it's not related to that, I suppose I have even less context. But yeah, I'm intrigued by the title, given that it's a phrase that people here in California refer to. But the opening tune I know something about, which without actually hearing it, or at least I don't think I've actually heard it, and that is Where the Streets Have No Name, because I recently reacted to the Pet Shop Boys, let's say like, cheeky kind of joke, shot at U2 with their Where the Streets Have No Name mixed with Can't Take My Eyes Off You. But as I mentioned in that reaction, even if it was seen as sort of a shot at groups like U2 or maybe the Police or at least Sting, as someone who enjoys punk rock where, people talk about important issues, including, problems and uncomfortable things, I respect a pop group that's willing to go to those places and, maybe not with every song, but I absolutely appreciate when a pop group is trying to say things and not just make catchy music. So even though I love Pet Shop Boys and I enjoyed that tune, as I said there, like, I personally can enjoy that, but still also appreciate that U2 was one of the groups that was trying to, again, think about issues and maybe express some of those through art. So either way, I'm excited to hear this album. Again, this is 1987, so we're jumping forward a couple years. And yeah, the first tune, let's hear it, Where the Streets Have No Name by U2, or the first track on their 1987 album, The Joshua Tree. sequences in this tune. Like, beautiful. I mean, that's, you have to use that word to describe this tune. It cannot be characterized outside of that concept. Okay, so yeah, again, in like, maybe it's even more a testament to the quality of the song that despite having heard the kind of cheeky cover, I don't know, again, the right word, like parody feels like too strong of a word, but even having heard the Pet Shop Boys take on it first, I'm emotionally like hit by that tune. And I don't know, the idea of being on like the high desert plain, and like when you go there, like it's a certain experience and you're going there with someone else, which it felt like that could be more literal, or that could be like almost like a religious kind of idea. Either way, you know, the idea of like, you know, going in an ascetic, you know, going into isolation and having a vision through that, you know, immersion in the spiritual, like in a sort of stark, austere physical environment. But it felt like that could be more direct and more literal as well. Either way, it made me wonder if it does have a relation to the title of the album. And it's weird how, like, you know, hearing that other version and having known the tune Can't Take My Eyes Off You, so yeah, going into the Pet Shop Boys version, I wasn't like thinking about the lyrics as much, whereas in this version it hit very differently, and they like, I found myself contemplating the lyrics a bit more. But either way, a really fantastic tune, and one where I think Bono is like, he was just on the edge of really, kind of burning down the house, but he was like just at the perfect level where he was like pushing it, but like each line kind of left me wanting more of the delivery. So yeah, top tune. I absolutely get why this would be a tune that would stick out in people's minds. And yeah, it's funny to me, like knowing a couple of their tracks going into this, how they had already done so much and I had heard so little by the time that I, as a teenager in the 90s, sort of picked up on who they were, and a sense that they seemed to be pretty popular and there's videos on MTV. But it is nice to go through this larger story. So shout out to all the people involved. Shout out once again to both Adams. Do let me know what you think. And Luca, the sleepy cat, and I, who will shift into my chair without a second thought. We will see you next time. Peace.